So you performed earlier today at where?
Upper Room Christian Academy. We're in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's about an hour away.
Okay.
It's basically like a Christian school. It's a whole bunch of little kids. I'm talking about from, like I said, from like 2 to about, what did you say about 7, 8?
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, different, I mean, from in the streets in Fayetteville, I meet kids that's just a little bit older, but then I still see kids about that age. But to see all of them, I'm talking about a whole bunch of them. It was a whole bunch of them.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel really good. Like, I was like, yeah, we gotta be here for a reason, because at first, you know, being in the streets, you know, it's like when you're in the struggle, it's like you gotta get the money. And these real people, they focus on money. It took for me for the money flow to not even be coming in like that, you know, for me to realize like it's bigger than that. You know, it's way bigger. And I was telling Shay, I was like, man, dang, Shay, why it's not flowing? Like, she was like, see, it's meant, because God, we was sitting right there in the house, and she was just like looking out the window and said, see, Dexter, it wasn't meant for it at first. You know, you gotta understand, like, God had it planned for you, so this way you will see it better. Now, the money stopped, and I had no choice but to say, okay, well, it's just straight talent. Like, it's just straight music. I gotta focus on my music, you know, and focus on these kids and stuff like that. Focus on people in my community. Focus on being able to play for them.
Okay.
You know, and now that I see that, it's like everything is coming more bigger. It's everything is happening. It's happening bigger than what I thought it was, because it's not like, even on the people who call me sometimes. Now now everybody don't try and think you can call me and I'm gonna do events for free now. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? At 20 years old, I done learned I have to be paid for my talent. That's why, you know, my charge is kind of high. You know, I'm just slowly rising it, but it's like you gotta understand that to have a talent like this, and it's a rare in my city, you know, to have a talent like this. Y'all can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't get everything for free in life, you know, but at the same time, you gotta understand that everything is not about the money. So I will do, you know what I'm saying, some events. If I feel like it's necessary for me to do the events without money, I'll do it, you know, because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna be blessed. I know I'm gonna get blessed bigger than what it was from the jump. But yeah, man, the money wasn't flowing that good, and I was just like, man, what's going on? Like, but it's meant for me to see it, so that just like today, I was able to impact all of those kids. You know, everything is just happening bigger. It's just abundantly. You know, that's why it's so wowing to me. Still, like, everything is happening so fast, and people on the streets, they are literally confirming everything for me. Like at the Dogwood Festival, and the last day on Sunday. Even on Saturday and Friday, people was telling me, but on Sunday, I was in front of the Capitol. I didn't have, you know, they tell you gotta have all this stuff just to play, like the money and all that. Not the money, but the permit, and then on top of that, right. You know, and then on top of that, they tell you if you didn't sign up in time, then you can't play out there. But I said I don't care nothing about that. I play at the Capitol every day, just like they shut me down at the Dickens holiday. I'm the youth. I'm Fayetteville Youth of the Year for, you know what I'm saying, for last year and for this year, but. My reign is about to leave after May, but I appreciate the city of Fayetteville for even giving me the opportunity to be the Fayetteville Youth of the Year. But you know, it's just an amazing feeling, man, to know that I've impacted all these people, and to think every time I think about it, I really think I might have impacted probably 30 million already, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like, for real, you never know. I'm known all across the realm. This woman came from New York and told us she was there and her brother was there at the time. You know, we were sitting in front of the Capitol. Like I said, man, she came up, she said, your story will live longer than you ever will. And I was just like, whoa, like, you came from New York to tell me that? Like, she was like, I've been looking for you. Like, she said, yeah, your story will live longer than, she said, keep going, like, don't get discouraged. Y'all don't get discouraged, keep going, like, you know. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I was saying, at the Dogwood Festival, this man came up to me, he said, it's only a matter of time. And I'm just like, you know, I'm taking everything as a sign automatically, but it's like, when this man came up to me, I was just like, yeah, everybody says that. Like, I was just smiling, but I knew, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, okay, yeah, you're right. But he was like, no, really, like, it's only a matter of time. And I'm just like, you are right. Like, and he said that at the Dogwood Festival, the last day on Sunday. Now, this has been a week, basically a week after that. And you know, everything is just unfolding how it's supposed to, but it's happening.
And that's a good thing.
Yes, it's a very good thing. Like,
was with Miss Rhonda.
yeah, Miss Rhonda was the last confirmation. Yep.
All
Miss Rhonda,
positive vibes.
yep. She came and she said, was talking about Steve Harvey and stuff like that, you know, but
let's get you there.
yeah, see, but she was just talking about trying to get us on there and stuff like that, you know. Then on top of that, like, and she was just being positive, just telling me, like, don't let nobody stop you from doing what you gotta do. They just bullies. These people out here just trying to bully you, trying to get you. And the kids, that's another thing. Kids, that is another thing. I'm trying to get y'all to understand, you know, for one thing, don't let nobody get you away from your dreams, or your vision. I say vision, you know, we say dreams, but I say vision. I don't, you know, you follow your heart, like, with everything you do, because at the end of the day, you know what you want to do.
Yeah.
Other people may think they might want to know what you do. Like, you have to listen at first, you know, because you growing up, you gotta be watched out for and stuff like that. When you do what you know what I'm saying, basically do what you want to do, but do it smart. You know, think about it smart. But if it's your talent, make sure you are getting everything that you need for that. You're getting paid, you know, all of that stuff is taken care of. Then on top of that, just make sure you stay humble and you just follow your heart. Like, yeah, I promise you it'll work out, because it worked out with me. And people keep telling me, like I said before, go back to college. Now, people, think about this. I want you guys to really think hard. I mean, I want you, because when people ask me this, I sit in the house and I go crazy. Like, I just like, why would you ask me this if blah blah blah? Why would you ask me this if you know I went to college? I'm gonna tell you why I left college. I'm gonna tell you why I left Elizabeth City State University. It wasn't nothing wrong with the college. I can't blame the college. It was me. You know, it was me. It was just, I wasn't ready. You know, I was not ready. I tried to force it, just because I was like, it's the next step.
Right.
The government tell you it's you gotta go to college, you gotta go through all these, you know what I'm saying, through all these educational stuff, and then that's automatically the next step, either college or the army. You know, I don't hear none of these people telling these army people go back to college. Y'all going back to college? Oh no, it's you know what I'm saying, but it's like, y'all listen to the government tell y'all all this other stuff, like, okay, but you know what I'm saying, how many of y'all willing to help me pay back my $9,000 I owe back in debt for, you know, to the government? How many are y'all really willing to tip in for $9,000 worth to even get me back in college? $9,000 plus the money I still got to pay back so I can get back in. How many are y'all really willing to help me with that? I mean, honestly, be honest with, that's a serious, I want you to really be honest with me. Before the next person tell me or ask me, or, you know what I'm saying, basically inquire that I go back to college, I want you to really think about that question before you ask me that or tell me that. Think about that question. I owe $9,000 back to Elizabeth City State or the government, period. But, you know, it's like, why would you ask me that question if you see all of this stuff is happening for me? If I go back to college now, it's going to be like, you know, in this particular part right now that's happening, if I was able to go right back right now, I wouldn't, because it's like, I would be missing out on all of this stuff. Because I'd be in college, nobody would. This stuff in Fayetteville that's happening right now, I wouldn't have been able to know. I'm 4 hours away. Wasn't nobody coming from Fayetteville other than my parents to come and get me and take me back to Fayetteville. You know, I had a couple people that one or two people that came and got me from Elizabeth City to do an event for them. But I'm talking about regularly taking me, coming back home so I can do these events and looking out for. Wasn't nobody doing that, you know what I'm saying? Then I was asking people at the college, like, hey, can y'all take me back? I got money for y'all, you know, that's what I'm saying. I got money for us to get here and get back. If I can just go and do these events and come back, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to help me. Nobody wanted to help me. And, you know, and then on top of that, when my parents told me to get a job, I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it for my parents. I went out every day early looking for jobs, doing all this extra stuff. I couldn't find one at first, and then finally Ruby Tuesdays, they took me in, and I said, okay, cool. And I appreciate them for even giving me the opportunity. That's Ruby Tuesdays on Ramsey Street. Make sure y'all go there. I would never tell nobody not to go there because I don't work there no more, but you know what I'm saying? But y'all go up there and y'all enjoy the food up there. It's good food, but
how can people reach you?
Oh, well, you guys can actually reach me Facebook. That's Dex Torres Timmons, DEXTORIST, Timmons, TIMMONS. Google, you can search that in. All of my videos from the Fayetteville Observer will come up. Like I said, I'm Fayetteville Youth of the Year, and I also own the most views on any story ever since the Fayetteville Observer started. I own that record. At 20 years old, out of all the people in Fayetteville, out of all of those stories that went through from 1805 or 17, whenever they started, you know, I can't remember the exact date, you know, but whatever, you know, it's something like, I was just in the 1800s or the 1700s, whenever the Fayetteville Observer started. I'm the one at 20 years old. At 18, I own this record. I own the record for views on any story ever since they started. The most views on any story ever since they started. I own that record. At 20 years old, I still own that record. So just think, you know, by 25, I might just still own that record, you know. But by 25, I hope to own my own orchestra, all that type stuff.
Okay.
I'm just telling you all of this just so you guys know I'm not playing anymore. Like, this is for real. Like, this is for real. Because at 18, you didn't listen. You listened, but you was telling me keep going, keep going. Now at 20, you see it. Hopefully by 25, you'll know I have my orchestra. Hopefully now you'll say, okay, when I see him in the street, I know he's doing something positive. I know, you know, instead of passing me by and just walking by and not saying anything. Sometimes it hurts me, like, why my own people? They're my own people. My own people will look at me and just turn their nose up and look dead at me. I'm talking about, and won't say nothing, won't smile, won't just look away from me, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And it's crazy how violin can make my own people hate on me. How is that possible? How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? It's a powerful tool, but I'm telling you, I will make you haters into believers, you know? And like I said, you can find me on social media, like I said. Then my Instagram is Violin Wizard 14. That's a capital V and a capital W. You can email me at violinwizard14@gmail.com. Okay. Or you can call me or text message me, but don't blow up my phone unless it's for inquiries only, please. I'm telling you, because I will block your number. But it's 910-260-7739. Again, that's 910-260-7739. By the way, this is Dex Torres Timmons, the Violin Wizard. I'm telling you, this documentary is gonna go. It has to go global because it's me, you know, and it's everything I'm going through. I mean, y'all didn't really even know nothing about this stuff, so I'm telling you. But when you see little kids with instruments, y'all need to tip them and y'all need to encourage them. I'm telling you, encourage them, because y'all encouragement, it helped me.